Hey loves, welcome to the Dear Love channel. I'm Greta if you're new here, and this is my first video in my back to school series. And we are going to be putting together a period emergency kit for this school year. So you can keep this kit in your backpack, in your locker. So let's just go through everything together and build a kit. You can build your period kit alongside me. So the first thing that you're gonna need is something to put everything in. So I think that a cosmetic bag is a great type of bag to put all your period kit stuff in. You could also just put everything in like a plastic, like a Ziploc bag, but it's nice to have something sturdier. I think I'm gonna put everything in this one. I feel like this is a good size. Okay, so we have our bag to put everything in, and of course, the first thing that we're gonna wanna put in are some period products. Now, if you're someone who's already started your period, you probably know what kind of products you like, so those are the products that you're gonna put in your period emergency kit. And if you haven't gotten your period yet, and this is your period kit in case you get your first period in school, then I highly recommend just starting with some pads. So these are just regular flow pads with wings. These are some more heavier flow. These are the flex foam ones. So these are also nice. Put a little variety in here. If you're someone who likes tampons, you can put those in. Again, if you haven't gotten your first period yet, don't even bother putting tampons in your emergency kit, I don't think. I think it's best to just start with pads, but it's up to you. And then it's nice to also have some liners for really light period days, or if you just feel like your period is going to start soon, but it hasn't yet, and you just want like a little backup. These are basically just like really small pads. So if you're having a super light day, or you're just kind of feeling like, okay, my period is coming and I just want something for some peace of mind, these are nice to have and to wear. So we'll chuck some of those in. And then too, if you're someone who wears period underwear, then you'd want to put some fresh pairs in your period kit too. Okay, so now we have our chosen period products in our bag, and next, this is something I highly recommend. It's a fresh pair of underwear if you leak when you have your period, or if your period starts unexpectedly. It's nice to have something fresh to change into. So throw a fresh pair of underwear into your bag. It'll be something that you're glad that you have. And then along those same lines, it's nice to have an extra pair of pants that you not necessarily keep in your period kit because, you know, they would take up a lot of space, but just put them in your locker or at the bottom of your backpack. I always had a pair of leggings at the bottom of my backpack through middle school and high school. It's just nice to know if you bled through your pants, you have a backup. And again, leggings are nice because they don't take up that much space. So with that too, it's nice to have a plastic Ziploc bag that you can put your stained clothes in. That way you can just keep it contained, throw it in your backpack, bring it home, and wash it when you get home. So that's also a nice thing to keep in there. So we'll just fold that up small and chuck it in. So in my opinion, these are like the most critical period things to have in your emergency period kit. But there are some nice extra things to add in. So let's go through those. So one of those extra kind of things is deodorant. You could also get a travel size deodorant. This is a full size. But you know, especially in the tween and teen stages of life, you tend to smell worse. So it's nice to just have deodorant in your bag, in your period kit, to just reapply through the day if necessary, or if you have a gym class, it's nice to have on hand too. So again, not directly related to your period, but just a nice thing to keep in here too. You can also add like a couple of hair ties, scrunchies, if you lose yours, or you decide you want to put your hair up, or again, if you have a gym class or whatever. It's just an easy thing to throw in here too. Again, not totally related to your period, but it's just throw it in, why not, right? Another thing that's not totally necessary, but kind of is a protein-filled snack. It's important to keep yourself fueled up when you have your period and also when you don't, but especially when you have your period, because it helps you to have a more stable mood and energy levels, avoid those energy crashes, and yeah, it just keeps you more steady when you eat protein when you have your period, and all the time. But you probably notice it even more when you have your period. So this is just an Aloha bar. It's a protein bar. These are really yummy. So I'm gonna chuck that in here too. And finally, some ibuprofen. This is Advil. This is something that you need to see if you can actually keep in your own bag. A lot of schools have you like keep it in the like the nurse's office or just the office of the school, and then you like go and you know, like get the dose from them. So that's just a safety thing. So just see if you're able to like have this just in your own stuff. Ibuprofen is helpful a lot of the times for period pain, period cramps. It's not something that you want to take month after month. So if you have really persistent period cramps, I have a whole video where I explain some different ways that you can heal that pain. And I also kind of break down the different types of period pain, because there's a lot of different causes of period pain that can actually be healed. Period pain is just something that really goes overlooked and is dismissed quite often. But there's a lot of different underlying causes of it that can be healed. So I just, you know, that's my little side tangent about period pain. But with that being said, it's nice to have this on hand if you're in a lot of pain and in the moment you need some relief. So I'm putting that in here too. And that is everything. So we're gonna zip this up. And it would be all ready to go in your backpack or your locker. It's a really nice thing to have on hand. It gives you peace of mind and it just helps you to be prepared. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, for an emergency period kit, you really only need period products like pads and a fresh pair of underwear. And if you've got that, I think you're covered, but it is nice to add those extra things for peace of mind and just comfort. So do what you want to do, have fun with it, add whatever you want to add. I feel like people get so excessive with it, which again isn't necessary, but if it's fun for you and it's comforting to you, then go for it. But also, like, if you're freaking out because you don't have the millions of things that people show in their period kits, don't worry. Like, you literally just need pads and a fresh pair of underwear and you're good to go. Let me know in the comments if you've put together your period kit for this school year, and let me know, when do you start school? I can't believe it's that time of the year again. I always hated back to school season, to be completely honest with you. I actually hated when all of the back to school YouTube videos would come out. I hated when you would be in like Target and the whole, like, they're setting up the whole back to school section. I was not someone who loved school, but let me tell you, I always, starting from middle school, I always had my period kit prepared. So yeah, let me know how you're feeling about going back to school. Some people love it, and I'm so happy for those people, but I can't say that I was one of those people. Like this video if you found it helpful so that it can reach more girls who need a little help putting together their back to school emergency period kit. Subscribe to join the Dear Love community. Again, I have lots of back to school videos planned and I'm really excited. I think they're going to be really helpful for you in caring for yourself this school year. Let me know if you put your period kit together. Thank you guys for being here. I really hope you found this helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, loves!